Where we at? Let me post this joint in chat. Smiling in your face. That joint literally been on repeat. Oh, man.
That's too funny.
All right. Let's see. Is stream up? Yep, we good. All
All
right,
right.
we turn this game off, man. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Huh.
Sheesh.
How about that?
Man, what's going on, MNFL? Yeah, I mean, welcome to the MNFL Weekly, Season 1 Playoff Edition. We just had our first game go down and with the Falcons advancing over the Cowboys. And not a close game at all. I don't know if it was the NyQuil, the Vicks, or something. He had a puffs. He's was using
He said he's under the weather. Don't you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean that's he posted NyQuil gifts in
Oh,
group
I
me.
missed that. I missed
Yeah,
that.
man. He's like he was setting it up. He's like, in case I lose, you know
Okay.
why? You know what, man? Get
Oh,
out
okay,
of here.
okay. He got a disclaimer. Okay, I
Yeah,
missed
right.
that.
Nah. Missed me with that, Joe.
Oh,
Jeez.
okay. All
Hey,
right.
what happened, bro? What happened? You had Freeman out there looking like a god tonight.
Well, I don't know if that's to him or the new patch because I've
Mm,
been hearing whispers that the running game didn't get I guess you can say balanced. It got worse.
mm.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they made run blocking smarter, but then made the block shedding or the defense smarter. So we might be looking at a different level of Madden here. I mean, we might be back to 50 carries a game with 5 passes. I mean, I don't know.
Boy.
Yeah. I mean, that's EA for you. So it is what it is. I hate to keep saying that though. That's what blows me. I just hate keep saying that you just it's like the slave master. Like you just he gonna
Yeah.
whip you. I mean, if you don't pick the cotton right, he gonna whip you. It just is what it is.
Oh man.
I don't know what to tell you. Just
Jeez, man.
slave to the system, man. I guess.
Look, can I say it, man? Can we get what? Can we get this? NFL and EA partnership like deaded? Like, come on, man. Like, we need a 2K, man. We need a
I
2K,
hear
man.
you. I hear you. We had one since '05 though. Like
Yeah, man. The
that's
best, still the best football game of all time. That's sad.
I would based upon the last 3 Mads, I would have to agree with that.
So sad, man.
But I
Oh,
mean, outside of suing to get the rights broken, I mean, it's a contract. So I mean, you got to follow the exclusive contract they got with EA until it's over. But you know what? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess the NFL doesn't care enough about how they game is being represented on the video game to say anything about it. But
that's true. I mean, they're like Madden and the NFL are so like, um, uh, it's like a marriage right now. Like you see all the Madden promotion by the NFL, of course, but I just don't see an end in sight for that partnership, man. Like it's like the name Madden has become synonymous with football, in a sense, and they're changing like the camera angles on like Sunday night
mm,
games and stuff like that to
mm.
mimic, Madden. It's I don't know, man. I don't see an end in sight, but one can only hope and pray.
Yeah, but I think the problem too is that they're not probably involving a lot of people that are inside the NFL
Right.
in the production of the game. I mean, they got a couple of former NFL people or linemen that used to play ball, like Clint Oldenburg. He's the head of the creative development for EA right now. He used to be a lineman for the Redskins, but outside of him, I mean, you got probably a bunch of pill popping, pimple nerds creating the game, and they don't really know nothing about football.
Word.
So
That's facts. That's
yeah,
facts.
so you
Man,
know, and the game is all about the money. So whatever they can figure out to dry the money up and keep that revenue coming in, that's all they care about.
man. So I mean, with that said, though, I mean, let's get into talks, man. About I guess let's congratulate the folks we had. We posted a video out there earlier looking at the yearly awards. I mean, we're not going to go over all the nominees. I guess we can probably just, congratulate the winners of the
Yeah.
categories. So MVP, Leonard Fournette, man, this looks like, the Jaguars, man, had like 5 or 6 winners in different categories, man. But salute to Leonard Fournette winning the MVP.
Fournette might have had a clean sweep. Like did he win every offensive award that he could win?
Every offensive award he could have won, man. He got that. It's crazy. I didn't even check. I wasn't even checking for Leonard Fournette. I mean, hey,
I may be missing some of the few podcasts that he been running for 100, 200 yards a game. But I guess nobody paid attention. I mean, I guess people more paying attention to what the Browns were doing, but the Browns are, they do it all. They pass and throw. He's Kevin been running the ball a lot. So
facts.
Yeah.
Chuck, so we had Coach of the Year. I think that went to Chris, right?
You did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Salute. So yeah, I'll start with the AFC. Leonard Fournette, he got Offensive Player of the Year. Where we at with this? Yannick Ngakoue?
There you go. You got it.
I'm cultural, man.
That boy good.
Man, so yeah, he brings home Defensive Player of the Year. I wish they showed the stats. That
would be good.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Sony Michel, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jags and Browns, they took everything pretty much. Except Tremaine, that was Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Well, that's because he's a rookie. Yeah.
Salute to that man. Baker Mayfield with the best QB in the AFC, even though we had stat padders trying to take his place.
You use that term on stream. Oh Lord.
Smiling in your face. All time they want to take your place. Let's talk about it. Anyway. Let's see. We got best running back Leonard Fournette, without question. DeAndre Hopkins, though, did bring in the best wide receiver. Yeah. Let's start. Stat patterns. Do the
little two-step.
There it is. Don't do it with the spin.
Come back to the mic.
Right.
Come back to the mic.
Drop the mic. Ring it back up. Stat patterns. Oh man. Wally. Oh man. Andrew Norwell with the Jags, best offensive lineman, best defensive lineman again, Yannick Ngakoue.
There you go. You got to look at he's moving it now. Look at
you. Man, about to go to Africa right now. Oh, look.
That's funny.
Miles Jack bringing home the best linebacker.
Jags defense, man.
Crazy.
Racking it up.
Jabril Peppers, though, man. He had like 15 interceptions, man. Best DB in the league. He had to have like a 20-point jump in his overall season.
Yeah, from start to finish.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Crazy. Best kicker go to Tucker the Don. Yeah, I mean, just Tucker out here. All right, so NFC real quick, flying through this. Devontae Freeman. Did that man just get hurt, though? Like, we saw him get hurt in the last run of the game.
Like,
is he out?
I'm about to check right now. Yeah, I'm about to check right now. Let's see. Falcons.
4 weeks.
Ooh,
yikes!
Which means that's 3 games.
That's 3 games, man.
He won't come back to the Super Bowl if he makes it that far.
If he makes it, yep.
Yeah.
And he still got Tevin Coleman.
No,
did he trade him?
He traded Tevin. He traded Tevin to the Eagles.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Yeah, that hurt.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, he still got Julio and the young gunner. Yeah, I mean Tyreek. So
yeah, man, you can't throw the ball every play.
Man, you might have to put Tyreek in the backfield, bro. might have to Ty Montgomery that dude. So.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we got Edo Smith. Edo Smith got a 91 speed, so he got him and Jarrell Presley. So he got two decent running backs that's backing Freeman up. But I mean, they're not Freeman though. From a ball carrying perspective.
I mean, offensive player of the year, man. It's out.
Yeah.
It's out. I mean, we were just talking about this before we got on stream, though. But like 38 seconds on the clock, you up 3 scores, really? and you running the ball 38 seconds. Like,
I mean, again, what are you supposed to do? Like, you can't if you can't completely clock out, guaranteed because they got timeouts. Because people, and I'm gonna touch on this because people do silly shit like when the game is completely out of hand, it's completely over. There's no way you can come back. They still call timeouts as if they're trying to get the ball back, trying to score to make it less of a lopsided victory. So
they held on the pride. Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. So that's how things like that happen because you call a timeout. So I'm not trying to be an ass and pass the ball because you in a heavy run set. But in the same breath, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You clock out, give them the ball back, and they can put more points up. Then you might get a defense.
Look, man,
so
look,
you just try to get
you
a game
sounded
over.
like you sounded like one of those stat patterns. Like,
I ain't a stat pattern. No, that's my point though. My point though is if you let this run the ball and get the game over with because. Or not, don't call timeouts. That's the thing. If the game is over with, why are you calling timeouts? That's the real issue. Because if you don't call timeouts from the jump, then I can just clock out and the game is over. But if you call timeouts, then I still got to run plays.
That's real, but real football. Like if you're up 2 scores with 38 seconds on the clock, there's no way that man is going to come back and win the game. If he gets the ball back with no timeouts and there's 30 seconds left for that man. You think he's gonna really make a run at it? I mean, I get you're playing safe, and you're trying to prevent that. You're trying to have the control over the game, but I don't know, man. I'm conflicted with that one.
I mean, like I said, if the game is in hand, you're trying to get the ball back and you're down, then you call them timeouts is just pointless. Like again, you're trying to stat pad or trying to get a few points that make it seem more, less of an ass whooping. Let's be real. It's less of an ass whooping if I score, a touchdown or 2, get an onside, do whatever. Let Madden take part in the game. But if the game is over, just get it over with. Don't waste somebody else's time. Just get the game over.
All right, man. I don't know, man. I think we can agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing like I say, things happen regardless. But the biggest thing is that if you call timeouts when you're down. Is pointless. Just get the game over. The game is over. It's almost like you're trying to be an asshole. You call the timeouts constantly.
I think it depends though. Like in this situation, I don't think Joe would have called a timeout with 38 seconds left, down 3 scores. But if you're down 2 scores and it's a minute 50 left,
well, that's different. That's different. Right. I mean, the game's got to be in the hand. Like we're talking 2 scores and I'm in the red zone, so I can kick a field goal potentially and be 3 scores.
Right.
That's different. But if it's 2 scores and you got a snowball's chance of winning the game, then yeah, call a timeout. But if the game is 17 points or higher, just get the game over with.
All right, man. So let's finish flowing through this. Dante Fowler, man, NFC Player of the Year. Saquon Barkley, I wasn't even checking for him either. Got Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Roquan Smith, out of the shot. Best QB, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you know, too. He's gonna throw the rock. That's what he do. I'm shot. Todd Gurley, best running back, and he was out for 6 games at the end of the year. That's crazy, man. Almost ran away with every other award too. So, as well. Best wide receiver, Devontae Adams. That's all day. David Bakhtiari, best O lineman. Jabal Shear, best D lineman. Anthony Barr, best linebacker. Earl Thomas, third best DB. And then Will Lutz, best kicker, man. So, salute, man. Salute. All right, man. Let's get into these playoffs, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can recap week 17 real quick for the meaningful games and just get into the playoffs. And we only got 4 games, 3 games now to predict for the playoffs.
Let me see. Let's take it over to the Daddy Leagues. Get the schedule. For some reason it's not coming up in the game right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So I guess we can just recap the games that had playoff implications.
Okay.
Go through those real quick. First game would have been Seahawks and Cardinals. 5 was fighting for a playoff spot. He was fighting for the 6th seed. So he actually ended up getting a force win for that game because he was up big against the Cardinals and they had a disco. So that game ended with a disconnect, but 4-5 got a force win, but it still came out the playoffs.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
The Wild West over there.
And a nail biter, the Titans versus the Colts, which was with the 6th seed on the line for the AFC, because the Texans had lost early to the Jags. So Alvy was a little bit nervous about this game because he said Howard had beat him real bad the game previous when they played.
Right.
But Alvy pulled the game out 7-3.
And look, man, it's a new season, man.
It's
a new season right now.
New
Alvy,
new life.
Woof, let's see what happens, man.
What happens. So we got Bills and Dolphins. That was basically solidified a division in the fourth seed for the Bills, but that was a close game too. The Bills ended up winning 16-14. So Mac gonna be a force next year in my opinion, man. Because I mean he came on late, like he just got started too late in the season to make noise for the playoffs. But his last 5 or 6 games was tough, man.
That division gonna be fun to watch.
It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. So then the next one would have been I'm gonna skip over the Patriots game because the Patriots game was another desync that I ended up going to the Patriots. But the Lions and the Packers was a close game. That particular game was 17-14. That was a division game that Tune happened to pull out at the end. Pause. But that was a tough game. So I mean, going back to what I was saying in the previous cast, man, this week was win or go home for real. It was put up or shut up, and it was real close games. Every single playoff game outside of one was close. So the next one was the Saints and the Panthers. Now this is an interesting game because, of course, the Saints lost the first one that we thought we all thought that he was going to win, and he ended up beating the Panthers. In the second game, 24-19. So that was definitely something that I didn't see coming. From Jokey. So Jokey's kind of limping into the playoffs a little bit. He took a loss in week 17. So I think that might have cost him a bye. Because Tunde's 13-3, and had he not lost that game, he might have been a tiebreaker situation with him and Tunde for the second seed.
Joe, am I reading this correct in the chat that Patriots won the wild card game? Pats Bills.
They already played.
That's what Tyke just said in the chat here.
Wow, for real. Let me see. Okay, take a photo map to load. Yes.
Wowzers.
12-0.
Another one. Hey, yo, what you try to prove out here, Marquez?
I don't know. Diaz, is it?
Right, Diaz?
Yeah, with a Z.
Out here handing out donuts to any and everybody who
cream, sour cream.
Crazy, yo. Hey, man. Yo, I need to count these up, yo. We gotta count these donuts up, man. He might have a baker's dozen out here. It's getting ugly.
While you're doing that, we're gonna finish up these week 17 games real quick. So the last matchup for the season for the AFC West was the 49ers and the Rams, and the Rams lost big, 35-7.
He was salty about that one.
Was he? Yeah. And I hate to say it, but I think it's common knowledge now that when you have a dominant running back, he struggles against good competition. So I mean, I guess word of advice is if you're looking in the draft, Mr. Clark, I would look at a backup running back in case Gurley go down again.
Yep.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the cookie crumble, I guess. So yeah, if he would have won that game, would he have replaced Proto?
Yes. Yeah. No, he would have replaced Tayo.
Okay.
Yeah, because he would have been 11-5 versus 10-6. Because I think Tayo had a better conference record. I want to say the reason why. No, I know why he beat the Rams head to head.
Yeah, he beat them.
Yeah. Pretty bad too, but that's what it is. Yeah. So he had a head-to-head win over Vince. So that killed that. So speaking of that game, he had to play the Vikings to get in. and he only won that game by 3. It was another nail biter division game, 27-24. So
Wow.
yeah. So trust me, it was people was shaking in their boots trying to get into the playoffs. Last week of the season, which is good. I mean, some people sit back comfortable knowing they in. Some people, fighting for their lives. So I mean, they should be hungry come play wild card week. So we got 2 games out of the way. We're gonna see what the next 2 do. But
it is, yo. I mean, playoffs flying by pretty quick, man. We got 2 more games to wrap up the wild card.
mm-hmm.
So, hey, man, get it in.
Yeah.
So I guess what? Let's we got 2 games down. What's the next 2 games on the docket?
That would be Bears versus Panthers. Bears versus Panthers and Raiders versus Titans.
Okay, so I mean, Bears and Panthers. Sheesh.
Yeah,
that's a tough one to call.
It is, and
it's a tough one to call.
And I think that both teams are outdoor teams, and I think that both weather could play a factor in either stadium they played in, but they will be in Carolina.
Yeah,
do you bet on the pedigree of the Bears and Tayo and his him being MNFL lifer,
most winningest coach in the MNFL,
right? Or do you bank on Jokey being a young gun and just giving problems to everybody in the league? I mean, he's hadn't I don't think he's lost a game where it's been a blowout, in quite some time, if ever. So,
oh, well, he's gotten blown out a couple times by those Falcons at 18. But
I mean, okay, all right, all right. Well, fair enough.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers, though, man. I think it's Fortnite season out here. It's 2K season ramping up.
Call of Duty's out. And judging by the fact that he struggled. I mean, it's a division game, so you can never really say it's all up on skill. Like it's just different. It's a different environment when you play a division opponent. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but him only winning by 3 against Shad.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough. So I mean, I would have to say, I'm gonna have to get the Panthers a nod. I mean, I think it'll be a close game. Mm-hmm. Be nice. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jokey will probably mix it, but I think it'll be a close game. But I think that I think the Panthers will take that one.
Man, we'll see, man. Prove us wrong, Sir Tayo.
Right.
So the other one was the what did you say there?
Raiders versus Titans.
Titans. I mean, we know you're going with yourself. However, I don't know, man. I don't know. This the defense of the Titans, man.
Yeah.
And he's Mr. Clock Management. I mean, that's the nice way of putting it. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
Like I said, he's more methodical than Joe is. Like he going to run his scheme, and it is what it is. If you want to stop it, you're going to stop it. And I really honestly can't truly even give myself a complete nod because we playing a new game, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a 4 gig update today. So I mean, all the things that I've been comfortable with, shit, that might not work. Who knows? I mean, I have to get in the lab tonight to figure it out. But it's a whole new game. So I mean, he always been, tough on defense. I mean, his offense might not have been, world beating, but his defense has always been solid, and he got good players on defense. So I mean, I can't act like I'm gonna walk over him. So I mean, it's gonna be a tight game. I think. I mean, it's gonna be in Oakland, so I would like to be the weather's gonna be good.
Yeah,
but
So when I look at it, it comes down so offense, your biggest strength, Le'Veon, his biggest strength on defense is the stopping the run, and then flipping that, he doesn't have a strength on offense. He's he's a little below average on offense, and I mean your defense is you can put the clamps down. So I don't know, man. I think it's going to be close. I do think Le'Veon might give you a little bit of an edge, maybe in some screens or just receiving the ball as well, throwing off his 9 men in the box to clamp down on him. But I don't know, man. We'll see, man.
Like I said, I mean, that's why you play the game, though.
Yep.
So I mean, like I said, I wouldn't. Of course, I'm gonna bet on myself, but I'm not going to act like it's going to be a 35-point win. I'm never going to say that. Like I said, he's going to, he's going to try to shorten the game, and he's going to try to make you make mistakes, and that's his game plan. Always has been, even since Madden 12.
Yeah,
always been his game plan. So if he does that, then he got a shot to win. But if he doesn't, the Raiders take it.
Hey, yo, sell me a half a cow, Alvy, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Holla at me, bro.
Thought you was cutting back on red meat, Slim.
Yeah, I am, man. The doctor says. Right. Yeah, man. No, man. So, all right. I mean, so that's where we at. I mean, we want to, if you were to progress, well, let's look at the surefire games right now. So we got the Pats moving on. We got the Falcons moving on.
Mm-hmm.
And then so what is it going to be? Falcons versus who would that be? Is that Tune? Tune has what seed?
Let me look at the seeds real quick. So based upon the games right now, it's one apiece. So you really can't tell. I mean, I would like to. I think that unless Alvy beats me, then Marquez gonna have to play Kevin, because Kevin's the 1 seed.
Okay.
Because he's the lowest remaining seed if Alvy does not win.
Right.
So if I win, then Marquez gets Kevin, I get D Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But if Alvy wins, Alvy plays Kevin, and then Marquez plays D Nice. So that's how that would check out.
Now, do you think do you have a preference if you were to progress past this game? I mean, I know you're going to pick yourself to win the Super Bowl. Like, that's just, probably what it is.
I mean, what are you playing for if you don't?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, looking at it from a, realistic viewpoint, who would you prefer to play in the next round?
You know what? Honestly, doesn't matter. And I kind of felt like being a 3 seed that I was going to have to see both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that, if, let's say, hypothetically, that Marquez plays Kevin, I think Kevin beats Marquez. And if I beat D Nice, I got to see Kevin anyway.
Right.
So I feel like I was going to play both of them. It just mattered what round. Being the 3 seed, you could probably avoid somebody if you are the 1 or 2 seed, but you can't avoid anybody if you're a wild card. So
right.
I mean, either way it does. I mean, I'm going to have to play 2 away games, and I'm going to have to play 2 tough defenses. So, so to me, it really doesn't matter.
All right. And so, I mean, Falcons, and then so if we're both saying the Panthers in this one,
right,
then that would look like
be Tunde and Jokey, and it'd be KT,
Chris and
Proto. Mm-hmm.
Those are gonna be 2 great games.
They are
2 great games.
Oh
man, I mean, you know me. I've picked Chris from the before we even
mm-hmm.
got in this thing to win year 1, just because I thought he would translate best first year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm from what I'm seeing from that Jaguars run game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. So I mean, my Super Bowl prediction at this point, I'm going Jags, 49ers, and I think the 49ers get the Jags their first L in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. You said the Jags beat the 49ers?
I'm sorry, reverse that. 49ers give the Jags their first L in the Super Bowl.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the way KT is playing right now, I mean, like I said, I had that firsthand view of his offense, early on in the season. Mm-hmm. I think that, with his, because he has what a lot of people don't have in regards to how they play. Like, he has a good offense and he has a solid defense. Like, it's not, he's not gonna have the number 1 ranked defense all the time, but he's gonna be top 10. Mm-hmm. And that, with a good offense, that's gonna win you a lot of games. And it has. He's 15-1. Yep. He only lost to Vince that one time when he said Gurley. So, based upon the way he plays, he's my favorite for NFC, to be honest. Yeah. So I mean, with the remaining people, I think that that he will play enough offense if he has to play Proto. He'll play enough offense to beat Proto in San Fran. Mm-hmm. And then he'll probably beat Tunde Ajoki as well. So I would definitely say that he'd be my prediction right now.
Okay. So yeah, all right. What is the final score if you had to pick today? I don't know if we're gonna get another podcast between now and the Super Bowl. We might have to try to force it in.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah, right.
But what would you give your guess as a score for that Super Bowl?
For the Super Bowl? Well, I mean, I'm not picking the Jags over myself.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I know you're saying you against Chris, right? So
yeah, it's like I said, again, it's tough for me to say because, like I said, I'm not sure how to like gameplay is completely different. In my opinion, it's always it's always like starting over when you got a new patch, especially how it's probably the largest patch we had and the 4 or 5 we had already.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if we were judging it based upon the previous patch, then I would probably say the score would probably be 24-20 Raiders.
Okay. Okay, you just scared me for a second. I thought you was going that politically correct answer, man. Like backpedaling out of the situation, not trying
Nah,
to
bro.
cause too much drama,
Nah, man. Like I said, listen. I won a few Super Bowls. Man, I ain't no slouch in the game. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? So I know that what it takes to get there and what it takes to win it.
Right.
So I mean, if you ain't confident going in, then it's not gonna happen for you, regardless, because there's too much competition out here. So if you ain't confident that you can do it all and know what you got to do to get it done, then you ain't gonna win, man.
Right. Agreed. I don't know, man. So I mean, what we got from here? I think next on the docket that you'll probably hear from the social media committee will be the playoff. I'm not the play, the Pro Bowl situation when that comes around. Just notifying y'all who made the Pro Bowl. I don't know. We might see what we can do about a Super Bowl stream, possibly. With us commentating. So that means you got to twitch. If you make it, you got to twitch, brother commissioner.
Yeah, that's what it means. Hey, listen, I tell you like this now. If I make it, I'll stream.
All right, there it is. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. Heard it in first. All right. Yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know. You got anything you want to say? Going forward for the rest of the season, looking forward to off season.
I guess from an administrative standpoint, I mean, I guess to address I wouldn't even call it the elephant in the room because it was hinted towards, when it comes to gameplay, this league has always been predicated on respect. It was built on that. It's going to be that until it ends. Whenever that is, we all old and gray, whenever it comes in, it's going to be always going to be about respect. We preach about respecting the opponent and, running up the score on people, not taking knees when you're supposed to, doing things that are chauvinistic or trying to show up your opponent, try and embarrass your opponent. We don't tolerate that here, man. Just being real about it. We don't tolerate that here. So if you're the type of person that is going to continue to do that, that's not the place for you. I mean, people are, here because of that respect level. People have been playing this league for years because of the respect level. And we're not going to let people just disrespect people that's been in the league for years for people that's been here for 2 minutes. So just understand when it comes to your gameplay, if you want to have the same respect for somebody that you would somebody to have for you, and don't do things that are, deemed disrespectful no matter what the circumstances are. Play like the real NFL. If it's time to get the game over with, time to get the game over with. We're not doing this whole, I'm going to, score my boy so he can score on me type of business. We're not in it for that. Whether it's conjecture or it's true, whether you did or you didn't, that's not the type of stuff we do in this league. And, to be honest, we're not going to sit up here as a front office. We're not going to sit up here and keep creating rules for people that are causing problems. If you're a group or you're one person or a group of people that are constantly causing problems, constantly have us put rules in for you, we're not going to keep putting in rules. We're going to just get rid of the group or the person. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, we got, we've had to do that before. We'll do it again. We eliminate the problem before it becomes bigger. So, just keep that in mind, in regards to that. For regards to the off season, we will try to do our best to accommodate everybody's availability when it comes to the draft. I've said this, years past, I'll reiterate it. The draft will be on days we feel like we can get the most participation, and then, and that's a Tuesday or a Thursday night or a Sunday night, those are typically the 3 days that we've had the most success over the years. In the 10 years or so we've been doing this, it's been those days because people have things to do on Saturday nights, family events and stuff like that. They're not available. People go to church on Sunday. Fridays people go out, date nights with their wives or, going out with their girlfriend or whoever. So people are not available. So typically Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights are typically prime time draft days. So keep that in mind, but it's all going to be predicated upon when the offseason gets finished. So, we're going to try to give ample time for people to do the offseason as well. You've got 32 people in this league. We can't focus on one person's problems, to be honest. If you're one guy and 31 people can comply, it is what it is. So, just to be transparent with that, just so you know that, we're not trying to single anybody out or trying to, screw anybody out of a free agent deal or draft pick or whatever case may be. We got a whole league to think about. It's not just about one person. It's about the whole league. So we got to think about that. And like I said, give people ample time to go to work and be with their families and still play Madden. So when it comes down to that, we're going to try to do our best to be fair, with that and try to include as much people as we can, and we're going to do it that way. And the advanced schedule for playoffs, reminder, it's 72 hours from the time we advance. So we advanced around, let's say, 12 noonish, I want to say. So the next advance has to be done, but by Saturday, 12 noon. So I think that's 72 hours, right? 48. I'm sorry, Sunday, 12 noon. Sunday, 12 noon. I'm sorry, Sunday, 12 noon. We like to get it done much before that. What's Friday, Saturday? Yeah, Sunday, 12 noon. So hopefully we get done before that. I think Alvy and I are talking about playing tomorrow night because we had to do the podcast tonight. So, assuming Jokey and Tyler can get their game in, it should be before that. But that's the max, 72 hours.
All right. Great season, fellas. Looking forward to next season 2. Looking forward to the draft. Man, we might have a couple podcasts in between now and then. So, Super Bowl, draft, an off season recapping, or gearing up for the draft, I should say. So yeah, we'll make it work, man. Keep the excitement going, keep the buzz popping. But yeah, man, great season. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the playoffs and who have progressed so far. Good luck to you, whoever may, bear that crown at the in a couple of weeks, man. So there you go. All right, we good? We done? That's it?
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Man, like I said, good luck to everybody, including myself. And we'll try to get this done. And hopefully, like I said, by mid next week we'll be in the off season. And maybe we can sneak in the off season recap, podcast. We can sneak that in, and then go back to the regular schedule once the season get going.
Word. Yeah. All right, man. Well, y'all take it easy, man. Till next time. Holla.
Peace.
Smiling in your face.
Oh man. 2-step.
There it is. Mic drop. Ow.